What's up, guys? It's Benny. Absolutely bombshell news tonight, Friday night. Nobody was expecting this, but Marjorie Taylor Greene has resigned from Congress. She's one of the most outspoken advocates of the president, certainly a bombshell of a personality, somebody who's constantly going to the mat for the Republican Party, fighting various Democrat members of Congress. I loved having her on our show, but she had a massive falling out with the Republican Party over the Epstein saga, and then that started to spiral for her into a bunch of other different collision courses and breaks that she had leading up to President Trump rescinding his endorsement from her. And so Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to just crash out, and she said in a video that she just posted, in a statement she just posted, she's done, and she's not going to sit there and let the president run like a primary opponent against her, cost millions of dollars, and sort of fracture and break her base and her district in Georgia. And so she's just going to peace out of Congress in January. And so I guess there's going to be a special election. There's not a lot of Republicans anyway, so that's one down, for Republicans in the House. Just incompetent, I would say, leadership from House Republicans. But then also kind of is irritating because this is what Donald Trump means when he says that Epstein's a hoax. It's a hoax designed in order to break the Republican base, in order to break up the MAGA base. And I'm not saying that the administration is perfect in how they handle this, far from it. But what I'm trying to say here is that this hoax was designed in order to fracture and split people off and break their brains. And that happened to Marjorie Taylor Greene. She started accepting a bunch of lib media requests. I'll go on CNN, I'll go on ABC. Like, these people don't love you. I'll go on The View. And she went on The View, and all the women on The View were like, we love you. You should be a Democrat. You should hate Trump with us. And what do you think it's gonna do to Trump? It's gonna enrage him, right? And so Trump's been good to Marjorie. Marjorie was great to Trump. And then it just got nasty near the end. I guess I can agree with her. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that there's no political way forward. She's just completely politically homeless.
Hi, everyone. I've always represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C., and just never fit in. Americans are used by the political industrial complex of both political parties, election cycle after election cycle, in order to elect whichever side can convince Americans to hate the other side more. And the results are always the same. No matter which way the political pendulum swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man or woman. The debt goes higher, corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts, American jobs continue to be replaced, whether it's by illegal labor or legal labor by visas or just shipped overseas. Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations. Americans' hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interest. And the spending power of the dollar continues to decline. The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income, as both parents have to work in order to simply survive. And today, many in my children's generation feel hopeless for their future and don't think they will ever realize the American dream. And that breaks my heart. I ran for Congress in 2020 and have fought every single day believing that Make America Great Again meant America first. I have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress, defending the First Amendment, Second Amendment, unborn babies because I believe God creates life at conception, and I love to fight for the little guy. Strong, safe borders, I have fought hard for that. I've fought against COVID tyrannical insanity and mandated mass vaccinations, and I've never voted to fund foreign wars with your hard-earned tax dollars. However, with almost 1 year into our majority, the legislature has been mostly sidelined. We endured an 8-week shutdown, wrongly, resulting in the House not working for the entire time, and we are entering campaign season, which means all courage leaves and only safe campaign re-election mode is turned on in the House of Representatives.
Marjorie Taylor Greene explaining further in the video exactly what led her to this decision and the political landscapes ahead.
Loyalty should be a two-way street, and we should be able to vote our conscience and represent our district's interests because our job title is literally representative. America first should mean America first and only Americans first, with no other foreign country ever being attached to America first in our halls of government. Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for. However, while yes, hurtful, my heart remains filled with joy, my life is filled with happiness, and my true convictions remain unchanged, because my self-worth is not defined by a man, but instead by God, who created everything in existence. You see, I have never valued power, titles, or attention, in spite of all the wrong assumptions about me. I do not cling to those things because they are meaningless and empty traps that hold too many people in Washington. I believe in term limits and do not think Congress should be a lifelong career or an assisted living facility. My only goal and desire has ever been to hold the Republican Party accountable for the promises it makes to the American people and put America first. And I have fought against Democrats' damaging policies like the Green New Deal, wide open, deadly, unsafe border policies, and the trans agenda on children and against women. With that has brought years of non-stop, never-ending personal attacks, death threats, lawfare, ridiculous slander and lies about me that most people could never withstand even for a single day. It has been unfair and wrong, not only to me, but especially to my family, but it's been wrong to my district as well. I have too much self-respect and dignity. I love my family way too much, and I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for, only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms, and in turn be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me. It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better. If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. There is no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of both parties is ripping this country apart, that not one elected leader like me is able to stop Washington's machine from gradually destroying our country, and instead the reality is that they, common Americans, the people, possess the real power over Washington, then I'll be here by their side to rebuild it. Until then, I'm going back to the people that I love, to live my life to the fullest as I always have, and I look forward to a new path ahead. I'll be resigning from office with my last day being January 5th, 2026, and I look forward to seeing many of you again sometime in the future. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.
Listen, I'll tell you this, it kind of makes me sad. I always loved having Marjorie on the program. I always thought that she was a truth teller and somebody who speaks the truth, and so I hate to see it. She was a very entertaining and fun member of Congress. You never did agree with 100% of the things that people do. I think she had a really silly media strategy. She should have reconciled with the White House and with the Republican Party and not decided to go to lib media, in order to make her case. As like a really silly strategy and designed to destroy you. So don't ever do that, right? Like, stay locked in and sort stuff out amongst your own family, okay? Don't invite the neighbors over, especially the neighbors that hate you. But it is what it is. That's just politics for you. It's your boy Benny. See ya.